Hello, welcome to this channel. Today I'll be sharing my January perfume tray with you. These are fragrances I am very much focusing on getting as much use as possible this January because winter is going to end at some point and I have some old favorites and some new additions to my collection I really want to wear as much as possible before it becomes too warm to wear these perfumes. So we have a mix of affordable and a little bit of niche as well. So if you're interested, definitely stick around. But if this is your first time watching, hello, my name is Aiia. I love fragrances and I post on this channel every single Wednesday along with bonus videos in between. And I am very happy to have started this year off by posting 3 times in 1 week. That's pretty much a personal best for me. I'm trying to post more in 2024 across all my social media platforms. So if you're interested, I do have content on my Instagram and TikTok under the username anechkafragrances. I'm going to kick things off with an affordable fragrance that I absolutely love. This was a new release in 2023 and it's by the brand Theodoros Kalatinas. You might be familiar with them. They come out with some of the best gourmands I have ever tried. They're so good. This is Caramel Oud. So this perfume is so beautiful. Obviously, you have the self-explanatory caramel oud notes here, but you also have like a toffee macaron accord as well. This is so good, and it's specifically a perfume that can only really be worn when it's cold out. It's a kind of like a spicy, woodsy scent with that caramel running through it. Whenever I share this perfume with people in my life, they always comment on how woody it smells, so that's definitely a prominent note here, but it's a sweet, woody fragrance with a hint of a spiciness to it. Also, this fragrance is only about $55, which I think is a very fair price considering the quality of this perfume is very superior compared to a lot of other fragrances around that price point or even above that price point. I definitely consider Theodoros Kalatinas fragrances to be some of the better quality gourmand fragrances out there just overall, and I have a ton of their bottles, so that just proves how much I love the brand. So yes, Caramel Oud, this is definitely a fragrance that I cannot picture myself wearing when it gets warmer out, so I want to get as much use out of this fragrance as I possibly can while it's still cold. So I'm next going to showcase a fragrance I actually wore paired with Caramel Oud yesterday when I went out. So this was Narciso Parfum Baklava Royale. This was a collaboration with Gabby Loves Perfumes, and technically I have worn this fragrance a lot, but I want to really wear this fragrance as much as possible because truly I love this perfume. This is a very wearable take on baklava with orange blossom, but you still have the nuttiness of the almond and the pistachio here. It's a bit of a grilled almond, and that definitely runs, in my mind, it runs throughout the entire fragrance. It's a very prominent note. So if you really love your nutty fragrances, this is one to try, and I thought it was excellent paired with Caramel Oud. So the way I layer my fragrances is by spraying them in different areas of my body. So for example, with this one, I sprayed it on my shoulders, and then for Caramel Oud, I sprayed it right on my neck. So I kind of wore them together, but they didn't necessarily interfere with each other as much as they would if I literally put them on top of each other. So that's my little layering tip for you, but I love these fragrances so much and I definitely want to wear them as much as possible while I still can. Next up is a fragrance that I haven't worn in a long time, but I definitely want to wear this fragrance before the winter ends. This is Lattafa's Oud for Glory Amethyst. If you love rose, if you love oud, if you love pink pepper, this is one to try. It's a very affordable fragrance that performs exceptionally well. This projects like nothing else. There's also the original Oud for Glory that comes in the black bottle. I actually purchased that one for one of my very good friends and he gets compliments on it all the time. This is a slightly more feminine version. It has notes of pink pepper, rose, a bit of jasmine. It's sweeter. So I actually do prefer this one for me personally. It's very pretty, but again, this is a fragrance that I cannot see myself wearing in the warm weather because it's such a heavy hitter. So if you want to have an oud rose combination that's affordable and has very superior longevity and performance, this is definitely one to consider. Plus the bottle is so beautiful. I love the detailing on this. It's absolutely stunning, and you even have the gold plating down here at the bottom as well. So yes, I love this perfume. I haven't worn it in such a long time, and I think it's just because so many perfumes have come into my collection that I've overlooked this one, but I smelled it and honestly it took me back. I really want to wear this one more. So I'm going to be wearing this one in January before it gets too warm. Otherwise, I will not be able to wear it. The next perfume is definitely a little bit up there in terms of price. This is a niche option. It's by the brand Reinvented. This is called Epiphany. So Reinvented is a new perfume brand that I believe launched in 2023. They're brand new. And they have a bunch of different fragrances. The way they kind of differentiate the bottles is they have different colors for each of their perfumes. So this one is like the tan brown one, but they also have a pink one and a blue one. Those are super popular, and you might have already seen those online, but I haven't really seen anyone talk about this one. This is Epiphany, and I think it's definitely one of the more unusual scents I've smelled so far. It's a slightly lactonic but incensey and citrus scent. So it has very woody notes with a bit of incense, but it's very well blended. Then it has a slight cardamom, and you kind of get hit with a lime in the opening. So it's an interesting combination, but the way it's executed is so interesting. This is a very strong fragrance. It lasts all day and beyond. And truly, I smelled this for the first time when I was at Scent Explorer. Truly, I don't think I've ever smelled anything quite like this one because it combines accords and notes that typically don't really get introduced together. I don't really often see lime paired with incense, for example, and this perfume does that very well. And it's done in a way that makes sense. It's very smooth, it's very elegant, so well blended. I really, really love this perfume. So yes, I'm very excited to wear this one. I feel like it could be an all year round perfume. However, based off of the notes and based off of my current experience with it, I feel like it's a better fragrance to wear in the colder weather. So I am super excited to get more use out of it. It's such a beautiful and unique fragrance that's zesty and incensey and woody all at the same time. I really, really love this one. This next one is one I really think you should try if you love dates, pineapple, raspberry notes. This is a very affordable option, and it's so good. I'm talking about Aiia by Aiia. I found this on Fragrantica, and I was kind of curious about the notes since they had dates in the scent pyramid, and I've been looking for a good affordable date fragrance for a very long time, and I found it with this. I am so excited. It smells absolutely phenomenal, and I believe I paid around $25 for this on Amazon, so affordable, very good. I don't really have any complaints about this one at all. So yes, this is definitely one I want to wear more of in the colder weather. I don't think I can wear this one in the summertime because this is definitely more of like a rich and heady scent. It's not a light performer by any means. It's a little bit heavier. So yeah, Aiia, such a beautiful fragrance, especially if you love some of your fruitier perfumes as well. I was conflicted about including this next perfume in the video because I already spoke about it in my 2023 favorites video, but quite honestly, I genuinely want to wear this perfume as much as I possibly can while it's still cold because I feel like this performs the best when it's cold out, and I'm talking about Une Nuit Nomade's Sugar Leather. This is so good. I'm talking a suede-like leather with sugar, caramel, and cinnamon. This is such a stunning perfume. It's so cozy. I consistently get compliments on this one, and it's done in a very smooth way. When it comes to notes like cinnamon, I'm very picky. I've encountered scratchier cinnamon fragrances, and I kind of, over time, I just don't gravitate towards those perfumes, but this is done in a way that's so smooth. It's very elegant. It's not too sweet. The leather here is very suede-like I already mentioned, and it's so, so good. So I am very much going to be wearing the heck out of this one. I probably might get a second bottle because this is so good. It's such a stand-up perfume for me. One of my favorites and one of my most worn fragrances in my collection. The next one is a perfume I already mentioned in my 2023 favorites as well, but I really want to wear this one even more in January. I'm talking about Onze Minerali by Cult of Kaori. If you are interested in a perfume with a very cozy steam note, this is one to consider. It also has a citrusy, like yuzu note in here as well, with a woody base. So to me, it smells like being in a sauna with aromatic notes kind of pumping through the sauna, the steam, and then the woods of like the sauna itself. So that's what I get whenever I smell this perfume. It's so good. One of the more unique fragrances honestly I've ever tried, and I feel like this is especially lovely in the wintertime. And I think it's meant to be worn in the colder weather as well. So yes, Onze Minerale, it's such a beautiful, very unique fragrance that I absolutely have fallen in love with. The next fragrance is one that I absolutely have fallen in love with, and I very much want to wear this fragrance even more in January and in February as well. This is Paradis Desant Nirvana. This bottle was gifted to me, but I have fallen in love with this scent. It has a very prominent tonka vanilla note, but it also has a boozy undertone with hazelnut. The hazelnut here comes off as very sweet, and this in general is a great option if you want to explore boozy fragrances but you still like your sweetness. You don't want anything that's going to be too alcoholic. This is so perfectly done. It's very smooth, it's sweet but not too much. It's such a very pretty scent. So yes, Nirvana by Paradis Desant. I've been loving this one, and the bottle is beautiful as well. Next up, we have a designer perfume that I very much love. This is Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez. I haven't worn this one in such a long time, but again, when I was preparing for this video, I was looking through my collection and I came across this perfume and I realized that I hadn't worn it in such a long time, and I just knew I want to incorporate it into my January rotation because if you love white florals and you also don't mind a very kind of like an animalic musk, this is such a beautiful perfume. I believe it's been discontinued, which really hurts my heart so much, which is why I got the big bottle, because truly this is one of my favorite white floral fragrances. It has notes like gardenia and jasmine, but with that musk, it's kind of like it's an animalic musk like I already mentioned, but it's a very elegant perfume. So I think the musk note is kind of interesting because at least my interpretation of it is always it can come off as very elegant, but sometimes it can be a bit it can be a little bit seductive as well. So this is an example of that. A musk note that is very elegant, but kind of there's something to it. Um, this is definitely a very womanly scent, a very sexy scent. Um, so yes, Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez. I love this perfume. I honestly wear it all year round, but I feel like this is especially just the right perfume you need when you kind of want to smell like a cozy version of yourself. You want to smell inviting. You want to smell enveloping when it's cold out. So I would say if there was like a cuffing season musk perfume, this could be it. Is it cuffing season? I don't even know. But yeah, Narciso by Narciso Rodriguez, one of my favorite designers of all time. So yeah, if you can get your hands on this perfume, definitely do so. I think it's a bit tough to get your hands on it right now, but that's why I got the big bottle. So that's it for this video. Those were all the perfumes I am very much looking forward to wearing even more in January. So thank you so much for watching till the end, and I will see you next time. Bye.